Hello, Ray, and good morning. This is your machine, the Breville Barista Touch Impress in brushed stainless steel. So thanks again for your purchase. This machine is very clean. As you saw in the photos, it only has a few scratches, so a few around here and one around here, and a bit of rubbing on the top. This machine has been used for a week, 1 to 2 weeks, but other than that, it's very clean. And in this video, I'll be demonstrating that everything works, and I'll also be making a coffee, setting it up to the right settings as well. So in this video, I'm gonna make my morning latte. I will be using, so I'll skip the tutorial. I'll be using my own bean hopper, my own portafilter, and my own milk jug. I'll keep your machine as clean as possible, so those components are actually in the box. I'll keep them nice and dry there. Okay, so when you first turn on the machine, as you saw, it primes the boiler for about 5 seconds. Then it's already ready to go, basically. You can make a coffee right away, but I'd recommend you do a warm-up shot before you make the coffee. So to do a warm-up shot, you go to any coffee menu, you get your handle, portafilter handle, you lock it in just a little bit. You put your cup underneath and then press brew. It'll give you about 30 seconds, I think, or 13 seconds of water for the double shot. You can change that shot length to whatever coffee length you want. And I think it measures it by milliliters and not by time, but it does have a timer. So if the shot takes 13 seconds, it'll stop at 13. If the shot takes 30 seconds, it'll stop at 30. So just stopped at 13. And it's telling me that the coffee was too quick, because there's no coffee in the handle. It detects the flow rate and it knows if the coffee is too quick or too slow. But anyway, warming up the cup, warming up the handle, you can easily do by running a blank shot. You can do that once or twice. Shouldn't hurt. We'll start on grind size 15. So now the cup is nice and warm, not too hot. You can do it again to make it hotter. But we'll leave it there for now, for the sake of time. Next, take out the portafilter and dry it. Great. Your machine comes with 4 baskets. This is the double shot basket that's already in your handle. It takes about 18 to 19 grams. You don't have to measure it, but I will measure it for my curiosity. Usually it's between 18 to 19 grams from my experience on this machine. I'll fill the bean hopper with some coffee and I will start grinding at grind size 15. Each machine is different, so I can't give you an exact number of what your machine should be at, but each machine is different and each bean will need different settings. So I'm using the LD dark beans. I will start at grind size 15 and see if we need to go up or down. The machine actually has an intelligent dosing mode where it will ask you to make a coffee and it will see if it's flowing too quickly or too slowly, and it will actually give you advice on what to do next. And it'll, obviously, because it has the smart tamper, it'll tell you when, like, it'll know how much to grind and if you need to add more or less coffee. So I'll show you how that looks like. It's in the settings. So let's quickly try that out. Sorry, I'm just drying the portafilter. So to go into that menu, you go to settings. I think it's the 5th or 6th one, intelligent brew setup. So click next. You'll need fresh beans, clean coffee cup, clean cloth. Yep. This will take 5 minutes. Yep. Roasted within 30 days. Yep. leave your grind size at, set it to 15 for now. Yep, so it's already at 15. And it's asking me to put the portafilter. Next. Start. So now it's asking me to temp. Low temp, so not enough coffee, so it'll ask us to continue. One more temp. Low temp. Okay, so you have to hold it for about half a second. A bit more. Still very low. That's getting better, and one more time. See, it's on the second line now. I think it'll do another half a second. Or 2 seconds, I guess. Temp is done. Now it's on the green line. It's happy. It's take it out. This is what we have. Nicely temped. It's nice to give it another 1 or 2 presses, just to make it more firm. So this is what it looks like. Let's see how much that is. 17.5 grams. Not bad. So this is 17.5 grams on grind size 15. Now it'll ask us to make a coffee ready to brew. Please lock in the portafilter. Lock it in. I'm going to get rid of the hot water. And make sure it's in the middle position. And make a coffee. Let's see how it goes. It's running a little bit too quick. But not too bad according to the machine. So it says your machine is now brewing cafe quality coffee. I forgot to start the timer, but we got about 50 grams in about 30 seconds. So it's running a little bit too quick. What I would suggest is maybe when you get the machine, make a coffee and see how it's going. But if you see it giving you too much coffee in too little time, so this is a bit more than I needed. So I needed 40 grams, this is 50 grams. Not horrible. But yeah, you need to grind finer to slow it down. Now, for example, I'll give you 2 extreme scenarios on how the machine will react. So I'll just next. Cool. Let's say you're making a cappuccino. Okay, let's say you got the machine on Wednesday, you grind the coffee, the machine is doing everything right, it's tamping correctly, but you come to press brew, and what happens is you see the coffee coming out very quickly out of the handle, out of the spouts on the handle. And your shot stops in 13 seconds, very quickly. So see, the machine will actually tell you the brew was too fast, consider reducing the grind size. So the grind size will, a large grind size will be faster, a small grind size will be slower. In another word, if you increase the grind size, you will get a little bit more coffee. If you reduce the grind size down, so this, if you reduce it to a smaller, finer number, you'll get less coffee and it'll be slower to come out, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's one extreme. If it's running too quickly, then you'll see the coffee coming out quickly and the machine will tell you it's quick. On the other hand, if, for example, if you have too fine coffee, so the coffee is very fine, or for whatever reason it's blocked. In this case, I'm blocking the flow. On the other hand, if this happens, you make a coffee, the machine will take forever to give you the shot. So I'm gonna block the water flow now. This is the cleaning disc. It's totally safe for the machine, but it's blocking all the water flow. You'll see nothing come out. There we go. So nothing is coming out of the handle, and you know that it's too slow, and that's not normal. It should be the right speed, not too fast, not too slow. Okay, next is frothing the milk. So I'm just gonna add some milk to my milk jug. I will fill it about halfway. So this is about halfway, just below the spout. I will select, so you can froth manually like this, so keep the wand up and press and it'll start steaming. But obviously this is a fully automatic machine, so most people use it in the automatic setting. So put it on the sensor, make sure it's covering, the milk jug is touching the sensor, otherwise it won't know what temperature it is. So make sure it's touching the sensor. I'll put the froth on, let's put it on number 4, just in the middle. That's where I like the coffee to be. And the temperature will, whoops, no. The temperature will say 60 degrees. Great, let's do it. Froth. In the meantime, you can just clean the machine around. If there's any water sprayed, or even clean the group head. Great. Give it a good clean. And now when you push it down, it should clean itself. Just make sure you have a wet cloth nearby, because it will make a mess sometimes. It sprays milk, so have a wet cloth. Now it's finished cleaning itself. If there's any sprayed milk, just give it a wipe. That usually is enough to clean things up. I use a lot of tissues. Great, and that's all done. Nicely frothed milk. I'm just breaking any air bubbles that I have. And then I'm swirling around to mix the milk, make sure it's nice and consistent. Very good. Nice light milk. So I could have increased the froth level if I wanted like a cappuccino, but with lattes it's usually light froth or small amount of foam on top. I couldn't do any latte art for you today, unfortunately, but I'm sure if you're a barista, if you have coffee training, you'll be able to do it in the automatic setting, and in the manual setting most likely, because the manual setting you'll be able you'll be able to control it much more freely. And yeah, that's the coffee. I'm looking forward to having it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient with me. I will clean this up, post it today, so hopefully you should receive it tomorrow. Thanks again, Ray.